Joining us for a conversation is Scott Petzel, the president of Metallic Minerals, a member of the prolific Metallic group of companies. Mr. Petzel, welcome to the show, sir.
Great to be here, Maurice. Really appreciate the opportunity to chat with you today.
Well, it's great to have you back on the program as Metallic Minerals has just released the first results from the 2022 exploration program at the ultra-high-grade Keno Silver Project. Before we begin, Mr. Petzel, please introduce us to Metallic Minerals and the exciting opportunity the company presents to shareholders.
Well, Metallic Minerals, a member of the Metallic group of companies, is a precious and base metal focused exploration and development project company with two key projects. Our first key project is our Keno Silver Project in the north central part of the Yukon territory in Canada. And our second is our Plata project, which is a copper, silver, gold PGE project in southwestern Colorado in the United States.
Now, speaking of the Keno Silver Project, Mr. Petzel, take us on site to the ultra-high-grade Keno Silver Project. Walk us through the accomplishments of 2022 as your team prepares for its inaugural mineral resource targeted for this year.
Well, I'll just mention that the Keno Silver District is one of the most important, or it is the most important silver districts in Canada. It has over 220 million ounces of silver production historically, over 120 million ounces in reserves and resources, currently held by Hecla Mining, who just completed an acquisition of Alexco Resources, our brownfields neighbor in the district, to get that Keno Silver mine up and running again at full capacity through their efforts. We acquired our project, which in totals nearly half of the district, 171 square kilometers, and it is neighboring Hecla and their operations and very close to the mill that's centered in the district. We've been exploring diligently since 2016 with numerous drill programs over the years and have been able to make numerous discoveries. We've also identified 5 different areas as resource ready, and that was the focus of our 2022 drill program, was to basically come in, dedicate drilling to our 5 areas that have near-term resource opportunities and expand those footprints to hope that we can get over some threshold and come to the market with a resource announcement in 2023. So to that end, we drilled 3,265 meters in 22 different holes across the property. But these new results coming out are focused on our Keno East project, or our project area in the Keno Silver Project that we call Keno East.
Well, speaking of the Keno East, let's go there now, where the initial drilling results from the 2022 exploration program were announced today. What can you share with us, sir?
We drilled 8 holes in the greater Fox area of East Keno, and 8 of those holes were mineralized. Typically, we've been focused on the Fox area, which is a discovery that we made in 2020 from really systematic exploration work that we developed beginning in about 2018, did our first drilling in 2020 for that discovery. And what was interesting or amazing about this discovery was that we have identified, you and I have talked about this in previous calls, Maurice, but a different style of mineralization that is known in the district. Typically, very high-grade veins that are steep, narrow, and high-grade lead, silver, zinc mineralization. What we've identified in the Keno East area is broad-scale bulk tonnage deposits, which are essentially sheeted veins in zones up to 177 meters wide. So a little bit lower grade than what we've talked about in terms of a traditional Keno Silver style district deposit of 1,000 gram per ton silver or better. We're down in the sort of 50 gram per ton area. And I think that's really significant given the width of the deposit and its near surface and shallow dip that might still make it amenable to eventual extraction.
Well, that sounds exciting to hear. May I ask you this? Were these results only encompassing, I should say, the Keno East target areas, or were there more?
Well, there were more. We drilled both our Caribou targets and our Formo targets, which are in the central Keno area and our west Keno area, respectively. Keep in mind, it's a 35-kilometer long district, so we tend to divide our discussion in that district into thirds. Mm-hmm. And we have our west, central, and east Keno areas. So yes, we focused additional drill holes on the Formo, which we've talked about again previously, and our Caribou targets, which is one of our more advanced stage targets, both of those being resource ready. And before I step off the target, I just want to touch really quickly on that drilling from East Keno at the Fox target this year. Last year, we talked about it having a average width from drilling in 2021 of about 45 meters, with zones identified up to 112 meters wide. I mentioned that now in the 2022 drilling this year at Fox, we've hit up to 177 meters in width, averaging from the 2022 drilling 135 meters in width. But that best hole of 144 meters at 41 gram per ton silver, that includes 27 meters of 105 grams per ton silver equivalent, is really significant. In addition, we're still finding high grade within those zones. So we'll have at our UKHM target just south of Fox a half or 0.55 meter interval of over 1,000 gram per ton silver. So we've got high grade, we've got low grade, we've got big broad zones, we've got narrow veins, we've got all kinds of targets. We're moving those towards resources in our 3 sections of the Keno Silver District project that we own.
Now, looking forward, this sounds like a transformational year here. What additional catalysts are you expecting for the company regarding the Keno Silver Project?
Well, I think the biggest one is going to be the determination on the resource. We're moving that direction. Whether it happens in the very short term or over 2023 is really yet to be determined. We're still evaluating those results and doing the work that's necessary to get to that point, that decision point. But that is really going to be, I think, to come out with an inaugural resource on the project in 2023 is definitely the goal and the direction that we're moving. And I think that will be a significant catalyst for our work and help focus any work announcements for 2023 field seasons moving forward. So yeah, good times ahead for sure.
Well, let's go down to Colorado and visit the La Plata. What can we expect as far as news flow this year?
Well, we drilled 2 deep holes to offset the resource estimate that we came to market with in 2022. Remember, there's nearly 1 billion pounds of copper equivalent, which includes 15 million ounces of silver. And so we drilled 2 holes in the deposit area on either side of that deposit to look at extension of that mineralized zone, and we'll be reporting on those drill holes with hopefully an expansion of the resource number sometime as well in 2023.
Oh, looking forward to it. Leaving the project site, let's look at some numbers. Mr. Petzel, please provide us with the capital structure for Metallic Minerals.
Well, we've got 150.6 million shares issued and outstanding, 178 fully diluted. We had $4 million cash as of our last quarterly report. We've spent some of that down. Got some very significant investors, Eric Sprott, a couple of funds involved, US Global and OTP funds. Management owns 19% of the shares. So we're fully invested and along for the ride as well, and looking forward to better markets in 2023. Hopefully, we've got strong silver and gold, and the junior companies like ourselves are going to catch up here shortly.
Well, I'm looking at your corporate deck here. I do see a name missing on your shareholders, and that's me, Maurice Jackson. I'm a proud shareholder, and we just love the work you're doing there. Your team is doing an exceptional job here. Now, in closing, what would you like to say to shareholders, sir?
Well, I just want to mention that we'll be at the Vancouver's Roundup, AME Roundup convention. We have a core shed booth for display on Wednesday the 24th and Thursday the 25th, if I got those dates right, where we'll be displaying core from our Keno Silver Project and our La Plata project. So please, if you're in the area, come down and visit us and get to meet more of the team and see some of these fantastic results that we've got in core in person.
All right. Last question, sir. What did I forget to ask?
Well, I think you covered most everything. You always do. It's really good to talk to you. I just want to leave one sort of leader out there for you. We talk about ourselves, Metallic Minerals, as a precious and base metal focused exploration and development company, which we are. But if you look at our mineral base, silver, copper, gold, lead, zinc, we've got telluride in Colorado, we've got PGE in Colorado. So really, we're covering a lot of bases, but we could talk about ourselves as the electric metal company for the green energy revolution in North America. And that's the last thought I would like to leave you with.
Well, Mr. Petzel, for someone that wants to learn more about metallic minerals, please share the website address.
www.mmngsilver.com.
Mr. Petzel, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. Wishing you and Metallic Minerals the absolute best, sir.
Thank you very much.
The information presented on Proven and Probable is provided for educational and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice, or any other advice. You should not make any financial, investment, or trading decision based on any of the information presented without first undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or competent financial advisor.